Hey guys, I am DM Zone, this is Gamer's Oasis. Let's get into it. Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about the spell Wizard Lock. This spell is very similar to Hold Person, but it's far more powerful in a few ways. So Hold Portal has a duration and lasts until it is broken. This can be done through strong anti-magic abilities or dispel magic or even a knock spell. Wizard Lock can also be destroyed through strong anti-magic, of course, and a dispel magic. But if you were to cast a knock spell on the door, it would temporarily unlock the door, allow you to go through, and then the door would relock behind you. There is also the caveat that magic users that are 3 levels higher are able to go through the door without disturbing the spell. Now, it doesn't say this specifically, but I believe this is a correct statement. I believe that you should be able to pass through your own wizard locks without ending the spell or without having to use a knock spell. Now, the other ways you can get through this spell without using magic, of course, is if you're using Supplement 1 Greyhawk and you are a fighter with percentile strength, then you have a potential chance to push your way through it, or you can basically take an axe and chop the door down. How does this affect the dungeon since time is no longer a factor? The 4th dimension is being broke. You're able to go through and interact with the dungeon forever, and your doors that you lock remain locked. Well, if you have any sort of layout or plan or know that this area is a dead end or you don't need to go explore this area, you can go ahead and just start locking doors. And that would allow you the ability to basically section off an area where no one can get to because all those areas are blocked off. All those areas are locked. You would hear them coming through the door. No one has that many dispel magics or that many knock spells. Unless it was a really high magic user, then you might have a problem. But it would allow a player to be able to maybe start strategically sieging the dungeon to take back part of it. I think that's really interesting. Okay guys, so we're going to talk a little bit more about dungeon stuff and talk about how you can create special safe places and pathways where you could potentially leave gear, resupply stuff, leave injured, the wounded, maybe the cook once again, early start on the after combat meal, this type of thing. Maybe the magic users gotta sleep just a little bit longer to get that spell back. Anyways, lots of things you can do that. You could also use it offensively to cut off water supply, the ability to get to a certain area, to make them take a certain pathway that makes them able to be attacked easier versus privately walking quietly behind like a wall or something like that. Having things like this will allow the party to be able to push and to take over more and more control of a dungeon potentially. Now, outside of the dungeon, this also could have very similar effects. Like, for example, you could protect your house this way. The room at the inn could be blocked with a wizard lock. You could have a little bit of fun with people by locking them in the chamber pot, so they had to have someone that was a magic user with a percentile strength 3 levels higher and that type of stuff, or the ability to knock or dispel magic to be able to get out of the chamber pot or bring an axe, right? I think this also could work on smaller items like chests, money bags, this type of stuff. Anything that we could consider a portal. Now, they've said the mouth is not considered a portal. You can't slap cheese on someone's face and make it so they can't open their eyes, for example. But you could stop the gate at the castle from opening, and that could cause some chaos for a little bit. I think stuff like that could be very interesting and really shows how this is a worldly spell when it comes to power. Anyways, guys, what do you think? Did I get this one right? Did I get this one wrong? Let me know down in the comments down below what you think. Thank you. Have a good day and keep rolling those dice. Bye.